company add phosphorus to their food or so that it can be, to preserve the food. Fast food is a pandemic everywhere. Companies have come with medicine that can help control or get rid of that phosphorus. Or how can you determine that you have the kind of food you're buying? Welcome back to my channel. This is Nasu again with Fight for Kidneys. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Today I come with a new topic about kidney health, how to protect your kidneys, and if your kidneys have failed, what you can do or how to stay healthy. Again, channel is all about fighting for kidneys, protecting our kidneys, and reserving the kidney, the little kidney function that is left. So again, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. And for you who have not subscribed, you who have not shared, you who have not liked, please click the like button, click the subscription button, and let's keep empowering people and educating people. Today, I'm coming with a different topic about the effect of kidney failure and the things that can happen with your body. And the reason why I always say whenever I bring a topic is when I know if it's affecting the patients around me, it might affect you out there who is a dialysis patient or who might not know you have kidney failure. So the big topic, and this is a big topic and a huge the people who have kidney failure, they fight with a mineral called phosphorus. And when you eat food, it contains phosphorus. Phosphorus is good for you to help calcium. It's good for your body, and it works with calcium to build strong bones. So you need these nutrients. There are so many nutrients you need in your body. And your body, if you have a normal kidney, your kidney produce those electrolytes that helps build your body and make your body strong and function the way it's supposed to function, because you need those electrolytes. But when your kidney is not functioning and you have these electrolytes that either the body is making, you're also consuming them from food, it happens to it build up because your kidneys is not able to excrete or get rid of the excess electrolytes that are in your body. So, and one thing about kidney function is getting cleaning, getting rid of extra fluid and excreting those toxins or anything that is extra in your body that your body does not need. So what happens? So if your kidney is not functioning and you have consumed this phosphorus, food with this electrolyte or nutrient that is called phosphorus, it ends up building in your body because your kidney is not excreting that. So it's very important, and we hear this a lot. People fight with it because it's not easy. It's not easy to get rid of easy because of the kind of food people are consuming. But for most people who, if you consume fresh fruit, fresh food direct from the farm, no processed, that is the easiest way that you can control the phosphorus. But unfortunately, we still have to consume this processed food, and most of the company add phosphorus to their food or so that it can be, to preserve the food. It's used as a preservative for most of the food that we tend to buy from supermarkets or we buy from grocery stores or wherever we buy those processed food. So you find out most of the food that are processed contain phosphorus, and it's not that companies are here to say, oh, we're gonna give you this much phosphorus. No, it's because it's a preservation. And for most people who have no kidney failure, it works fine because their body can get rid of that extra phosphorus. So for you who have kidney failure, or for you who knows your kidneys are failing, it's a certain percentage that is working. Please reserve that kidney. Please protect your body and make sure you read the labels and make sure you avoid foods high in phosphorus. So let's look at foods that we might find high in phosphorus. Most of the foods is like dark Coca-Colas or dark colas, sodas, biscuits, snacks like cakes have high phosphorus. Bread, bread, and I love bread. It has high phosphorus, or bread and cake mix. They all have high phosphorus and they are added as a preservative. So I need you to know that I'm saying this phosphorus is put in, not because those companies want to be mean or anything. They are using it as a preservative. So processed cheese, and that's where, especially in America, a lot of people, they love cheese, and we have to tell them, you gotta cut on that cheese, you gotta put it, you know, you're gonna cut it down. But most people, it's like everything is cheese, 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 and they love cheese. So we encourage people to really cut down on cheese. um, you know, those foods that are called microwavable foods that you just pop in the microwave, warm it, and ready to eat. They are called TV food. Yeah, I think that's what they used to be called those days. But they are called microwavable foods that you buy. It's already made. All you need is to heat and eat. And fast food. Fast food is a pandemic everywhere, and we know with the busy life, everybody wanna just get something, go home and eat. But if you have kidney failure, just make sure that your you are trying to eat fresh food, home cooked food. And if not that, some of the companies, some of the fast foods, they are watching and they label. You see, most of the people, whatever you are ordering, they'll say this is the amount of sodium, this is the amount of phosphorus, this is the amount of whatever is contained there. And you need to know where you need to be to make sure you're not consuming too much of phosphorus. The other thing is we find, and thank goodness companies have come with medicine that can help control or get rid of that phosphorus. But the tick on it is that you have to take it every time you consume food, every time you consume snack, you have to take this binder. And I look at it and I call it like a sponge. It's not a sponge, don't get me that way, but it's like it sucks all the phosphorus from extra phosphorus from your body and get rid of it through the poop. So just make sure you are taking that phosphorus binders as prescribed. And if you're on dialysis, make sure you are completing all your treatments. You know, you are completing your dialysis treatments. If you go 4 days, go 4 days. If you go 3 days, go 3 days. If you do 7 days a week, if you are peritoneal dialysis, do that 7 days a week. Or whatever the doctor have prescribed, because it has to go with the numbers, and they say, hey, you might just need this amount of dialysis. You don't need that much. So if you find that that your phosphorus, and you're meeting with your team and they're telling you that your phosphorus is high, pay attention, because there are things that can happen and you don't want to get there because we are not paying attention to what we are being told, to what we are consuming, and probably not taking the medication as prescribed. So the thing is, for this, how can you shop? How can you shop, or how can you determine that you have the kind of food you're buying? So when you go to the grocery store, make sure you look at the labels that says what's included in that product. So let me see something right here. So like in this label, when you read right here, you should be able to see the labels of the product. That is what's in that, the amount of whatever ingredients that are in there. So make sure you read the labels to know how much phosphorus is in that food. And if you see the word phosphor, that means phosphorus, phosphate, looking at those words, that will help you determine and know what really that is included in that the phosphorus included in that particular item you're buying. So the tip is making sure that you're buying and reading the labels and making sure you do not have it does not have a high amount a higher quantity of phosphorus. So protect your body by making sure you are reading the labels, you are getting full dialysis. If you are not in dialysis, that you are eating healthy food, you are avoiding those processed food as much as possible. And look at companies that might not they might come up with another healthy way of preserving the food. So until next time, thank you so much. Again, I'm Nasu with Fight for Kidneys, where I'm coming and talking to you about protecting your kidneys, knowing about your kidney status, and if your kidneys have failed, how to protect the little that is left, how to live a thriving life if your kidneys have failed and you're in dialysis. And then for you who is watching me for the first time and you don't know what really caused the kidney failure, let me remind you, the two main causes, the two main most common, or two main, there are other reasons that your kidneys can fail, but the ones that have the highest causes of kidney failure is high blood pressure and diabetes. So if you have an uncontrolled blood sugar, if you have an uncontrolled blood pressure, please make sure you know your kidney status so that you know if you're taking some medication, is that medication helping? Is it continuing to damage? And know where you are and where you are going. And that can be done by simple lab that you go to the laboratory and they draw some blood and they can tell you, or even the urine to start with. The urine can tell so much about your kidney status. So until next time, make sure you know your kidney status, make sure you are checked. And thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for sharing. Again, this is Nasu with Fight for Kidneys.